Alright, welcome to my violin collection series. This is going to be the first violin featured. Um, I'm also experimenting with this camera, so the recording might be absolute garbage, but it'll get the job done. So as you can see, it comes in a blue case, and for simplicity's sake, I will unzip the cases. So anyways, I got this violin, and so inside the pouch, usually people put shoulder rests and all that kind of mumbo jumbo. Here it is. Yes. There we go. It's a Viva shoulder rest for 4/4 violin and 3/4 violins. I've never heard of them myself, but it doesn't seem particularly too bad. Good enough. And it comes with 2 pieces of paper from the previous owner. Let's see what it says. Care of your violin. Congratulations on your new instrument. Blah 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 blah. Avoid too much rosin buildup. I think we all know that one. Covered strings will wear with use. Ensure bridge. These are all pretty regular instructions for basic violin maintenance. Special show prices for the love of music. Regular $625. Well, I can't say. Well, we'll see in a second what I would say. This stuff is the worst pricing you'll ever see. $100 makes sense. It's not terribly good violin. Regular $625 could buy you a really good intermediate student instrument. So you'll see in a second this isn't worth $625, but this is just a piece of sheet music from somewhere. Alrighty, here we go. Blue outside, green interior. And here's the violin itself. I already tuned it ahead of time, but see, this is why I'd say this violin isn't worth $100. Number one, it comes with one of these cheaper bows. Personally, I like these bows. There we go. Personally, I like them because of the brass fittings. Look how cool they are. See? Look at that. Nice, cool brass fittings. Also, the nice, I don't know, rosewood. This isn't terribly made, but you could tell from the wood that this is like a cheap violin bow. But like I said, it's not terribly crafted, but it's certainly only worth like maybe $30, give or take. It's just cool to have. And then the violin itself is quite a different story. First of all, it doesn't have a maker's label. You can see that right here. It's not anywhere present. Also, as with every other cheap violin, it uses your standard glossy finish. The back is made of actual maple. Looks really nice, but it's not particularly the most expensive wood you can use. But obviously it's a student instrument. Yeah, let's take a closer look. Alrighty, so one of the major issues I see here is this bridge. Well, just look at it. Do you see how slanted this is? Just bridges must be a lot thinner and not that sharp at the top. It's also made of softer maple, and I know most luthiers don't recommend that and violin instructors, but ultimately, since this is a student instrument, it really doesn't make a difference. It's equipped with a fake ebony chin rest. Why I can tell you that is, well, it's obviously painted on, and like you can scrape the oldness off. It has one of the newer metal tail pieces equipped with some cheap strings. Now, the main issue with this violin is actually this, the scroll. Everything is wound up relatively decently. The scroll itself is average, at least for student instruments. The pegs are also painted wood, it seems. As you can see, cheap strings, painted wood. But here's the issue. Usually these things are all aligned, right? So on this side, all of it's aligned. But when you flip the instrument around, you can see that one of them, this one right here, is really low. It's literally like 4 millimeters away from the bottom of the scroll, which means that this thing was tapered at a very bad angle. But it's kind of cool to see that it still works. Yeah, I know it's a cheap instrument. Not much else to say. It doesn't sound terrible. What's funny is that whoever accidentally cut out on there. But anyways, so on the accessories, we got the fancy old J rosin. It's been used and cracked, but that's that. We also got the strap, the original rosin that it came with, and a whole 2 tuning little whistle thingies. Never really seen those before, but that's interesting. But yeah, this is basically violin number 1. It's a cheapo violin, but it does its job. Doesn't sound too bad. Not exactly sure what else I'm gonna say about it, but it is what it is. I'll probably use it a couple times just to practice.